Yo, what is going on? Hope y'all are having a blessed day today. So tonight, because tomorrow I'm going to the track, so tonight on the 2020 KX 250, I gotta get this stupid rear tire off because he's got this wood like type of sand tire, and it is down to pretty much nothing. So I gotta put this tire on that came off of the 14 KX 250 Supermoto. So I'm gonna put that tire on the 2020 because I must be stupid, but I think the rims are probably going to be the same from a 14 to a 2020 KX 250. But then also I'm going to change out the sprocket because whenever I test rode it, I don't know what size this is, but gosh dang, this thing is a fat sprocket. This is I don't know, it's super torquey. It's honestly not even hard to change out a rear tire. Take off the stupid rear tire, but you want the fat boy socket, so I got the good old 32. Throw on the 32 there and start wrenching her off. Ugh. Oh yeah. Sucks to be one-handed. Oh man, I just want to ride tomorrow. Oh yeah. All right. There we go. Oh, there we go. Took a second to get out. Got the nut out. Gonna be a little O-ring on the outside. Took the O-ring off that came on the outside. And then you're slowly gonna kind of hit this through. You kind of need kind of nice if you have a mallet. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Grab a mallet. Grab a mallet. Slowly tap it through. There we go. Solid. Take the axle. Take the little block off at the end. Just keep tapping it. You should grab a rubber mallet so you're not trashing your swing arm. As you can tell, it slowly came out. And then what you're gonna want to do next is, it's gonna suck. You kind of want to hold the tire up and just pull it on out. This is a terrible angle, but screw it. So just pull that on out. Oh, this is terrible to record. Slowly take off the chain, push the tire forward a little bit. Kind of just finagle it and it'll slowly come out. Alright, so pull the chain off. And just pull back. Cotton may get caught on the rotor. Just finagle it on out. That was terrible recording, honestly. But that was honestly terrible recording. Look how bad this tire is. But that's how you get the rear tire out. Now, and there's going to be these little spacers in here that you literally just pull out. They're going to be on both sides too. So make sure you take both of these out, and then I'm going to put them on the next tire. Alright, biggest thing you want to do next, grab some waterproof grease. Slap all this on, all your spacers. Just get it all greased up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There we go. Slap it on both of them. So anything that moves always needs grease. Anything in life always needs grease. There you go, now you got it on the sides. Now, what you're gonna wanna do, alright, so before you get like me and you get way too far ahead of yourself, man, I'm just being dumb. Gotta grease up the axle too. Always gotta grease up your axle. That's what I was being dumb about. Didn't have this thing all greased up. So you get a lot on here. Just doing gobs and kind of just working it all in. It goes through a lot smoother. Anything that really moves, like I said, always needs some type of grease. Alright. hate putting this on. I'm doing it by myself. But gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. So I'll move it back in. Flip the tire. Slowly put it in. And make sure you always have the rotor spaced out. And just slowly work through. Come on, stupid thing. There we go. Took a second. Okay, so as you guys can see, that was such a hard angle. So it's halfway in, it's holding up. So I'm putting the axle nut back here. I'm making sure the rotor is going through the brake pads. I'm making sure the spacers are still on, and it all seems good. I'm gonna grab the mallet back, slowly just start tapping it in. Yep, slowly coming through. Alright, so it's not coming through, so it's getting stuck somewhere. So you kind of just always want to be moving it around, finagle it a little bit. There we go. It'll always end up coming back through some way or another. There we go. There we go. Now, have the bolt through. Make sure this piece always lines back up. The flat kind of wood piece, metal piece I mean, goes back to the bolt. Make sure your chain's on. Now it's all the way through. So you're literally just gonna repeat the steps. Oops, daisy. You're just going backwards. So I'll put this piece back on. Make sure the metal piece is going towards the bolt. Let's scoot it back so I can get it in. Going towards the bolt. Now, you always want to scoot it as far up as you can. And now I'm going to put the O-ring back on. And before I tighten this up all the way, I'm going to put the other chain on. So, I'm just going to slowly tighten this up. Gosh dang, if I know how to tighten stuff. There we go. Gosh, looks like he cross-threaded it at one point. Yeah, he definitely cross-threaded it. Yeah, he definitely threw this on crooked one day. Alright, so before I go all the way, you always want to keep this loose when you're tightening your chain. Or else the axle's not going to be able to move freely back and forth for you to tighten it. So I think I'm actually going to use the other chain because this one seems like it's still got a lot of slack to it. How good is this chain? Yeah, and it's not even that good of a chain. I'm going to take this chain off and then switch over the other chain over there. Alright, what you're going to want to do, take off your chain, have a hammer, flathead screwdriver, and you're going to want to find the master link. So the master link is the thing that's going to have just a little clip around your chain. It's only going to be one of the links on the chain, so I'll show you guys how to take it off. Alright, so pretty much what you're going to want to do, put the flathead right at the edge of where the link hits. So I just got cut off right there. So you're going to want to put the flathead right at the edge of where the link has the little gap where it opens up. So you're going to have that right there. And if you guys can see, all I'm going to do is leave it there, grab the end of the hammer, and just give it one hard smack. Make sure you're lined up with it. There we go. You got one side off. The other side off. I kind of did that at a bad angle. Wasn't the best angle to do that at, but it's whatever. There we go. So, kind of just kept chipping it away. I kind of went at an angle. You kind of want as thick of a flathead screwdriver as you can get, but that's okay. I didn't really have too much of a thick one. So, got the master link off. So, next thing you do is all you do is wherever the master link was at. I think it was, which one was it at? Just lose it. Gosh dang, okay, here it was. So, it was at this one, so I just pulled this off. That's what was keeping it on the master link. So, took the link off. Backside will also, you can kind of just push it through. Backside also comes off and it breaks off. So, there you go. Now kind of, oh, I don't have the chain or the axle tie on. Need to tie it just a little bit, but that's how you take the chain off. Just keep pulling it through. Gosh, this is a long chain. Take the chain off, there's a chain. Here's the master link, the link. And where was the backside? Ah, yeah, there it was. Okay, so there's all the pieces to the chain. That's how you take the chain off. Now it's time to get the other chain off. Ooh, got the new chain. It's literally the exact same thing, except we do it backward. Do it backwards now. So I put the master link in my mouth. Couldn't speak there. All right, so kind of just slowly work it into the first sprocket. You guys can't really see, but I'm just slowly putting it into the first sprocket. Ugh, come on. All right, so yeah, just keep slowly working it through, feeding it all the way through. Some people like to say this chain actually might be pretty dang short. I don't know. We're gonna have to find that out. Be dope if I really didn't even have to tighten it up. Alright. Gosh dang, I may not even have to. Oh my gosh, this is probably gonna be perfect. This chain is literally gonna be perfect. Alright. I'll show you how perfect this is about to be. Alright, so pretty much just do the exact same steps. Put the link in the back through the first, put it through the second, grab your next link piece on the front, put it through the front, and then now, when you put the actual master link back on, man, I lost which one it was. Was it this one? Yeah. You're gonna wanna place it on it. Now, whenever I place it on it, see exactly where I have my needle nose pliers. One on the back of it, one on the front. Slowly just press forward. Hear it click in. And you can see it went all the way in. So now this is in. And I always like to get it 3 to 4 fingers. So I can probably tighten it up just a touch. Yeah, I'll need to tighten it up just a touch. So let's get to tightening it. All right, so I've already made a video on how to tighten your chain, but I guess while I'm here, might as well. So grab your 10, or at least for this one specifically, grab your 10 and your 11 millimeter. What you're gonna wanna do is I kinda like to sit next to the bike, push it all, make sure your rear, first off, make sure your rear axle nut, make sure it's loose so your back tire will slide forward and backwards. You're gonna wanna push it all the way forward because the closer a wheelbase is, the easier it is to turn. Obviously, if you have a wheelbase that's super wide, like the Busas or whatever motorcycle you want to say, they're not meant for cornering. They're meant for hauling balls going straight. So if you want to be able to turn, push your rear tire all the way to the front, right there. So then I'm going to grab my 12, and this first nut that's right here, I'm going to loosen this one up, and it's got one on both sides. So I'm going to grab my 12. I kind of already loosened it earlier, so I'm gonna loosen that up. So slowly loosen that up, Grab my 12. If I actually know how to use a 12. Is it not a 12? Is it 13? Maybe a 13. Hold on, boys. Hold on, ladies and gents. It is actually a 13. That is what you call being stupid. I don't even know how I loosened the other side then. Trust me, I didn't strip it. Not that dumb. Alright, so loosen it up on both sides. Next thing you're gonna wanna do, once you have it loosened up on both sides, I'm always making sure my forearm is kind of just pressed against the bike. Oh man, I look good right there. Okay, back to it. I'm always pressing against the bike, so it's always being pushed forward. It's kind of a weird angle. There we go, what a better angle. Now I'm gonna grab my tin, and whatever I do to one side, I'm gonna have to do to the other side. So I'm gonna do it once, twice. These are just rotations, so 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I twisted it 6 times. So now if I twisted it 6 times on this side, now I'm gonna go to the other side and twist it 6 times. All right, so I just twisted it 6 times on the other side. I'm gonna come back to this side and I'm gonna twist it 6 more times. Make sure you know your ups and downs, rights and lefts, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That'll definitely help you in the long run, or else you're just gonna be sitting here for a long time trying to figure out which way is which. So, all right, 6 times. Now I gotta go to the other side again, do it 6 more times. And 6 more times. I'm just saying 6, you can literally do it 10 times. I'm probably gonna, it's literally however many times you want to. It's honestly just until, you wanna just keep it even on both sides until you start to see that chain get tight. And once that chain gets tight, then you go down. Let me crank it 1 time on each side, and let me just crank it twice on each side, and you just kind of just slow it down. But the whole time you kind of want to follow it. All right, so now I come down to the chain, and I can feel it. I always kind of like it right in between just about 3 fingers, and I can feel it slowly starting to get tighter. It was super loose just a second ago, so now I'm gonna slowly, instead of doing it just about 6 times, I'm kind of gonna slow it up and do it just a couple times now. All right, so now I'm getting super close to the end, so I'm literally just gonna do 2 on each side now. So 1, 2, and go to this side, go 2 on this side, 1 and 2, just a little bit in the front, just 1 more on this side, just a little more on that side. Okay. Okay, so I now have it exactly where I like it. All right, so now I'm gonna push it with my back foot, push the tire all the way forward. I have it exactly where I like it, kind of like it just right about three fingers I can barely get in. So what you're gonna wanna do, every single bike is gonna have these little tick marks here. If you guys can see that. They're gonna have it on one side, and then they're gonna have it the same exact thing on the other side. So where at the end of the bar meets, I have it at the 4th tick mark. You're gonna wanna match it on both sides. So the end of the bar, it goes just right about to the 4th tick mark. Now, I'm gonna go to this side, and I have the end of the bar. It goes 1, 2, 3, and it's just right about at the 4th tick mark. You want it both evenly. You want it evenly on both sides because you don't want the tire to be closer in or farther apart on one side. You want it to be evenly on both sides. So now that I have it both evenly on both sides, and I have the chain tight exactly where I want to, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna grab my tin. I'm gonna make sure it is tight where I like it, and I'm gonna slowly tighten this other bolt all the way to the front. And I'll make sure it's tight, and then just slowly tighten it down, tighten it down, tighten it. This side may be a 10, you may be a 12. Yeah, this side's a 12. So I'm just gonna slowly tighten it down, tighten it right where I like it. And I can't even get the freaking, okay. So I got this side tight where I like it. Now, I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this side. All right, so now I just tighten up this side all the way back up. So I have the ticks. Make sure you have them in mark. Just, it's barely in front of the fourth one. I come over here and I see that it's just barely in front of the fourth one over here. So I have it matched exactly where I want it. Next thing, I come over here. Oh yeah, chain is exactly where I like it tight. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys set up. I'm gonna push the tire with my back knee all the way forward, because you want it as far up as you can to where you had it set. All I'm gonna do is tighten the axle nut, tighten it all the way back up. Sorry, that's a terrible angle. So I'm gonna keep my pressure on my knee, make sure that the tire's pressed all the way forward, because I have everything exactly where I like it. Yeah, just tighten up the axle nut all the way. And this is something that you want to get tight. You're supposed to really have an impact drill. Not an impact drill, whatever it's called that beeps whenever you have it tightened all the way. But I don't have that, so this is just something you just want to get super tight. Make sure it's tight one more time. There we go. So that thing's super tight. That thing is not coming off. Whew. You want to make sure everything's all good. Chain is all good. Wow. All right. Whew. Got the new tire on. Obviously, make sure it spins nicely with it. All right. Well. Whew. Golly. So that's how you change out your rear tire. I don't know why I'm so beat from that. That kind of got me a little dazed right now, but I'm happy. I'm ready for, not happy, I'm freaking ready for tomorrow. I get to go rip this. I've never ripped this new bike at 2020, so this is gonna be fun tomorrow. But that's pretty much that. That's how you change your rear tire and get your chain tightened back up, and that's how you do it right there. Awesome. I guess I'll see you guys later tomorrow, or catch y'all on the next one.